You should be paying attention the whole time. I mean, I don't know why
Yeah,
I would
usually,
even
but
expect that. No, don't say usually. Like people expect that type of behavior from you. That is not what we would
I
be expecting. We're expecting the bare
you know, I
minimum.
can't pay attention and do all this stuff at the same time.
Like,
But
hey,
we,
dude, the dog days of summer, bro. Man, look, what is going on around here? I mean, we're obligated to give people a whole lot of information and keep everybody educated and, talk about things in a hilarious type of way. But it's dry out here. It is hard out here.
that's why all the shows are on vacation during
Oh
the
my
first
god!
week of what month is it? I don't even know what month it is. The middle week of July.
I'm telling you, it seemed
Everybody's on
like
vacation. They have all these sub-ins. They have all these people taking over
yeah,
for them.
it just seemed
You don't
like
even see it, the personalities for 2 months in the summer.
this year, for straight up, it feels like I happen to recognize that more that down around the All-Star game, baseball All-Star game, there's absolutely nothing going on. There's nothing to be talked about unless it's like something in the world, like a crash or a tornado or something like this. But
Yeah.
yeah, there's really not much going on. But hey, I'm coming with it. Let's get at them.
Hey, I know the Nas Big Homie is ready. He's in the house. Check out the Sports Fix with Sticks and Anonymous Big Homie. That's us. We'll get into a short little version of what we got going on for y'all here soon. We're going to keep it short and sweet. If you missed that at the beginning, we're going to keep it short and sweet. I don't know if we
Yeah,
said it on there, but don't
maximum
forget to
condensation.
don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review the show on whichever podcast platform you listen to. Go to
Wherever you at.
thisisfunner.com for more podcasts and online content. Grab
Mm-hmm.
some merch while you're there from the Funner family. Follow me on Twitter at Stick015. Follow this guy, Nas Big Homie, at homie_anonymous when his dumb ass decides to check it every once in a while. I think you got about 5
There.
messages waiting for you on there from me, homie.
Oh, I'm gonna have to
But
check that out.
you're a busy man down there in
Oh
the
my god,
the
busy.
253, man, the Federal Way, Western
Well,
Washington. You got a lot going on. I feel it. At least it's not 127 degrees there like it is here.
oh my God, you trying to create some country mouse and city mouse type of situation, but it's not even really like that. All right, okay. Look, yeah, okay. You got the little Central Washington, Western Washington situation going on, and it's probably a little speedier over here. But I ain't up to a damn thing, man. I've been on the IL for damn 2 years. I'm the only athlete in the world, the podcast athlete in the world
You're on
that's been on the
load
IL.
management.
I've been
You
on
on load
IL.
management?
I'm doing a Kawhi
Full
Leonard
stint.
hard Kawhi Leonard out here for 2+ years out here on the IL, man. I'm being treated like a world class athlete. I have MRI scheduled. I got sports, uh, pain management physicians online. Uh, and I play zero sports and earn no money. It's just all of the physical exertion that I put in while I'm out here putting this podcast together for everybody. But no, that's not even really it. But no, this little thing took me out, man. It's leaving me with a whole lot of pain, man. I'm going everywhere, bro. I've been to every department in the hospital basically now. I didn't even know they had all of these different departments. I said this wasn't even a sports injury. They said, well, they don't care. Maybe they might know more than we know. Okay, how do they know more than you know if you're a rheumatologist? I have no idea if they're focusing on sports injuries, but I think they're just sending me around. You know how hospitals try to do, they try to collect their money with copays, this kind of thing. I'm not even going to get into the conspiracy of big medical situations and dollars, how they rotate people around
Oh
there.
man,
You
I
know what I
bet you there's a lot
mean?
of people listening that know how that BS rolls.
Yeah, man, they get you coming and going either way. It doesn't matter how they do it because it comes out your check and then you got to pay them when you get there. It's crazy. But, anyways, um, yeah, man, dude, it's wild, man. I mean, I should be on America's Funniest Home Videos, man. I'm falling.
I
It's
was gonna ask her to
crazy,
bring it up.
man. Hey,
You just send me
if
that
I had the
video,
cojones,
dog.
man, I would really put that on YouTube. We would insert it like right here. I'm telling you, just
There you go.
insert
There
it
you go.
somewhere right here. And
60605,
oh
baby.
my God, it's mad embarrassing, G. It's mad
We
embarrassing.
we
What is
might have to
going on?
make we might have to make that happen. I don't know how, but
Uh,
someone's got to know how to do that.
oh, it's there and it's out there too. I didn't even want to look at it, bro. I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm keep it real with you. I haven't looked at it.
Really?
Man, it was viewed twice, multiple times by everybody with a lot of laughs and giggles after. You know what I'm saying? It proceeded.
The
Yeah,
family
it
been clowning.
proceeded. Yeah, oh yeah, it proceeded and to extend to belly laughs and all of this at my expense. Um, but
Nothing
yeah,
wrong with that. You had
I
to
already
keep them
knew. I
on,
already
keep
knew
them
what happened.
alive.
Man, my stuff just collapsed, bro. How does your joints just lose strength and then just collapse underneath your heel pressure? That's what was crazy to me. It was just a simple, basic movement that everybody makes, a step. And if you can't trust your ankle joint, your knee joint, and then that socket where your hip is to stand strong, you're about to collapse. That's just nothing you can say about that. When you see a baby deer when they're first born, they all wobbly and shit, right? You know, because they can't stand right. They ain't never stood before. Man, my stuff felt like that, bro. And it was wild, man. America's funniest most. Yo, I don't even know. It's
Well,
wild, bro. I'm taking
we'll insert it in here and see what happens,
I'm
or
taking a
attempt
fall,
to.
bro. I'm taking a fall like Tony Hawk. It's
Well,
wild
you
out
know
here.
what?
I'm still out
You
here
only
trying to do
have
tricks.
you'll be all right because in about 8 days you'll have the
See,
golf club to hold you up. You
MP.
have the golf club and the golf cart to get you
Come
around the
on, man.
course. You have to do.
Now,
You'll
what kind of
you'll be
podcast
all right.
athlete would I be if I was seen, on a course when I'm claiming my injuries, bro? Come on, man.
Hey, you
I
all right.
mean, hey, I gotta figure out a way to work that out. But yeah, I don't know about playing because I'm talking about barely getting upstairs right now. So if this damn thing happens to go away, then great. But apparently, Cymbalta is not the miracle drug that it was in the first week or what have you. I don't know how all of that works, but it's not as effective as they might lead you to believe. So
Well,
it's
we'll
back
be
to the
out on
same
the
usual complaints and stuff I was having before. But yeah, man, that's wild.
we'll be out on the course going some Instagram live or whatever that's called,
That's
and
what I'm saying. I
throwing up
got
some quick videos and
I got mad stuff,
taking
man.
some photos and all that fun stuff. So it'll
But I'm
be a
not about to be
blast.
doing it from a wheelchair though,
No, you be all right.
or
You
a
can do it
rascal
from
or a
the
rascal scooter.
no, you be doing it from the golf cart and on the green. It'll
Okay,
be
well,
all
cool.
good.
As long as
We'll
I could
chat.
just post up in the golf cart like this.
Yeah, could be my chauffeur.
I
Could
don't know about all of
riding
that.
dirty with the big homie.
Oh man, I don't know what's up with this chauffeur business. What you think this is? Driving Miss Daisy or something?
Hey, driving sticks around on the golf course. I don't
Nah.
like driving those things. I got other things to do. Got to keep one hand in on the getting the club all nice and being friendly with the golf clubs,
you
and
don't
the
know
other
a
hand in
you don't
ice
know a
cold
wood from
Coors
an
Light.
iron, from the numbers and the different weights and all of that. You don't
Hey,
know
we're not getting. Hey,
anything either.
don't put me on blast. Let's go.
That's what I'm saying, man. This whole golf thing is a sham, man,
The
because all
golf
it
thing is
is,
the best thing you'll ever have. It'll be the most fun
it's a
you've had
hang.
in 2.5 years,
It's
brah.
a
Telling you.
hang. I see what it is. It's a hang, and it was like a upper crust type sport. And you go out there in the yard, you
Shout out
just
at
hang,
Hindu 24. I'll see you in 8 days, brother.
you know. But man, people don't be acting like people know the difference between nine woods and irons and
It's a nine
wedges, man.
iron. There's no
I,
nine wood.
I don't know the difference. So I'm
All
saying
right.
some people know, some people act like they know.
Let's get into some fun stuff. Just a little bit of an updates for y'all. First of all, man, well, we talk more about Julio in a second, but just
Oh,
for a
here we
little
go with that
gambling news for
already.
y'all, we did put our money where our mouth was. We had Alonso at 1U and Julio at 1U. Ooh, Julio, man.
Just both
We'll get
good
into
calls.
that. Well, yeah, both good calls. We'll get into that when
Both
we
good
talk about
calls.
we
I
get into
mean,
talking about MLB, but nobody had Albert Pujols getting out of the first round. I promise you that.
somebody threw something on it, but not enough to speak about it. Like they made a great counterplay. Yeah, no.
What
Nobody's playing the expert like they had that.
anything got you fired up this week, homie?
And not really, man. I mean, to be honest with you, not
Nothing going
really.
on to get you too fired up
I
about. There's
mean,
a couple other things we can talk
like
about here in a sec, but
yeah, I mean, from a sports point of view, they're making up stuff every day. It's like they're making up another story to get to the last story that they talked about last week because nothing has happened. Absolutely nothing
no.
has happened except for the ESPYS. We talked about the WNBA All Star Game, and then you had the Home Run Derby and the All Star Game, which just happened yesterday, which we about to get into and all of that. But other than that, man, I've just been chilling watching TV. The ESPYS was on last night, and did you
I didn't
catch
get to
any of
catch.
that?
No, I didn't get to catch none
Mm,
of it, bro.
man, it was to be honest, it was a whole bunch of grandstanding and Golden State Warriors glorifying. Hey, look, I
I usually
figured
like
they
to
was gonna
watch it,
win.
but over the past few years, it's just kind of fallen off. You know, they give you all
Yeah,
the answers before the test.
yeah,
Like 90% of them are already given out. Like you already knew who won greatest basketball player of
well,
all time or whatever, and who was the UFC fighter of the year, and who was the NFL player of the year. It's
yeah, yeah. I mean, they had all of that, but I mean, it's just so cooked up. It's so cooked up and studio produced. Um, yeah, that it was crazy. It didn't even feel real. It was like everything was so scripted down to everything. You don't know who anybody is. Steph Curry was acting. Draymond Green was acting. And I only watched it for a little while. I can't sit on stuff like that just because everybody looks uncomfortable. They all look uncomfortable. I was talking to everybody downstairs while we were watching it last night, and I said, I would probably come through a little bit more casual than that. I'm an athlete. Why am I dressed up like I'm wearing a tuxedo when,
like it's the Oscars or whatever.
yeah, I already won the Super Bowl? I mean, what are you telling me right now? Why am I coming up? Why am I dressed like this? I'm not an actor. I'm not going to the Academy Awards, and this is not another top level thing for me, and it should be a little bit more comfortable, a little bit more casual. It was way too buttoned up. I don't like it. Um, everybody cuts on each other, which is cool, but that's all fake and it's done by writers and producers. So, it would be funny if, the guys got up there and just talked extemporaneously and free, but you will never get that from those guys because everybody's got a brand and everybody's protecting something. And the way that we do it out here, and I see everybody, Steph Curry, I like his move of coming out. He came out with a drink, and everybody got a lot to say about that. Like, oh, this is a Disney program, and he came out with a drink in his hand. I'm like, he's playing a role. He just like he's playing like the ladies man. You remember the ladies man skit, the SNL, where he had this little thing, Crevassier, and he hardly ever drank it, but he always just kept swirling it like this. It was kind of like that, and he was just doing his monologue. He did sip it one time. I did catch that, but
Did he?
yeah, he did. But for the most part, he just pretty much had it in his hand. And then next thing you know, he didn't have it anymore. But anyway, it was a whole bunch of skits with him and his family. I mean, I don't know. I didn't like it. Draymond Green, I just don't like it. It was like they let the Golden State Warriors like do a show basically, dead serious from what I saw. Klay Thompson was doing this. He on camera. Klay Thompson is here. He on camera. Draymond, he on camera. I was like, oh, okay. You know, but I don't
Sounds
know,
about
man.
right.
That was it, man. And I'm just not down with that, man. If all of these guys that are professional athletes is cool, because that's why I wish I was on the agent level, right? So you could actually hear these guys talk to you because these dudes like put in a lot of work every single day with physicality, working out. You know how the grind goes to put in work to be like super high level athletes enough for cats like us to catch notice of them and talk about them and have an opinion, right? So, and these dudes make millions of dollars for all of this stuff. Sometimes you just want to hear what they normally talk like. Because as soon as you put a microphone on these dudes, it's I gave 110%. We go hard in the paint. We did everything we had to do. It's a team game and blah blah blah. And you never hear them really talk too much, because soon as they do, you get canceled messing around too. So
Yeah, you
I
get
mean, it's a
canceled.
double-edged
Said
sword how they do
said
people out
no
here.
more.
How they do people out here. So it's gotta look like Mr. Rogers a little bit, which I don't like it, but you know what I'm saying? That's the only thing that had me fired up, man. Y'all gotta fix the SBs, man, because I could fix them for you too. I'm sure every comedian out there, Michael Che, Andrew Schultz, all of these funny dudes out here, that do shows. They could probably fix that show in no time. But these dudes don't want to be talked about, may have jokes about them. They make millions of dollars and winning Super Bowls, championships, Wimbledon, whatever it is on there. Yeah, I don't want you to be sitting up here roasting me, man. Come on. I mean, I didn't come here to be roasted.
Yeah, speaking of roasted, how much fun is it going to be? I'll tell you what, I'll tune into the LIV golf tour if Charles Barkley gets to be a commentator. I'll tell you that right now.
Where is it?
Charles Barkley, it's on YouTube from what I've seen. And
Free.
Then I believe so. And then it was on something else. I think it was just YouTube. I know I saw it on there, but the Live Golf on there, and they're in talks with Charles Barkley, and that would be an interesting commentator to have. He would get the bag, but the problem with that is I hear he won't be able to do the TNT. So TBS, or I thought
he didn't want to do
TNT,
that anymore anyway.
He was about ready to be done from what I've read and heard about him talking. He was about ready to be done anyways. And plus, if you could make 14 times as much as you're going to make in the next 2 years, if you want to only do it for 2 years, to do a commentator for Live Golf for a year, sign me up. He already. But
are they going to let him speak though? Like, what kind of broadcast is it? Like, do you want to get Charles Barkley?
I haven't paid attention. Yeah, I haven't paid attention to it, but I'm sure it'll be.
That's
what you
want. Yeah, that's what you want. I mean, if they want some hype, they can do it XFL style on some Live, right? But golf, and that's what they come in with. Some spicy commentary about what's going on. Maybe some personal interactions. I got another thing about mic'd up when we get to the All-Star game, and don't let me forget this. Don't let me forget this, man. I'll probably
mic'd
forget.
Up All-Star game. Yeah, I got.
You gotta have, with a lot of the stuff that's going on, it's all about content. When people are getting so many hits on TikTok, it's all about views, right? So it's whatever content. It's people who have thousands and views of opening doors and being scared, right?
Right.
It's crazy. Just dumb stuff everywhere. So when you're doing this, everything is about the content. So how do I get more eyes over here? Why? Because maybe we are a little bit more comfortable with our golf coverage, a little bit more casual with our golf coverage, maybe. We speak a little bit more plainly to like man show style golf, like man show.
Right, and just a little bit like the match or whatever, where they're open and they're giving each other some shit and talking smack and all that. But at least if you have Sir Charles on the mic, he can give you all that and all of his nonsense that he has to spew out. So I just want to touch on that real quick because that's pretty dope.
Yeah, because even if they don't mic up, they're not going to do it like the match and mic everybody up. But if they have Charles Barkley, they got to have some banter going there. They got to have somebody play off of them. That would be cool.
Yeah. Well, let's touch on a couple. First of all, let's get to a quick NBA clip. A quick NBA.
Dang,
something about the NBA, and then NFL. We'll talk a little NFL because I think we got a couple things to say about that. Something happened in
NFL too. Oh,
and then we'll get to the MLB to close it out here in about we got 20 minutes or so. But NBA, bro, happened. July 18th. July 18th, 16 years ago. Bye-bye, Sonics. Bye-bye.
Oh, 2006. Yeah.
So bring them back. When are they going to bring them back? I still say 2020. What year is it? 22? I still say 24. So that'd be 18 years. 18 years. So the 2024, 2025 season, that'd be 18 years after it's all said and done. I mean, we gotta get Jones on the show and find out where they're building this big arena on the Strip. Supposedly they're building the NBA arena on the Strip already.
Well, I mean, they don't even really need to do that in Vegas.
Well, they got Vegas, and then they'll have Seattle's already ready to go. Climate Pledge.
Neither city needs to do anything. It's just whatever has been said. Like, they could really go T-Mobile right now in Vegas, where the Golden Knights are. Right now. If that's a qualifiable National Hockey League arena, it's clearly qualifiable for NBA, right? And you just got Climate Pledge that just popped up right here in my backyard, ready to roll. I've been in there. It's certifiable. I will put the stamp on it right now, saying that it's certifiable for basketball because my daughter has seen little games and whatnot up in there. So it's certifiable that it's going down in there again, and they can do it immediately. It's who's going to be ownership. You know how that conversation goes. Who are they going to have as ownership? Who does the NBA want to partner up with? That's all it is, because there's not a shortage of people who want the Sonics back. That just, everybody want the Sonics back, including me, just for old time's sake.
I couldn't agree more. Let's get
I
it
mean,
fired up, NBA. Hopefully sooner than the 2 years that I predict, but I don't think there's enough time to fire it up for the 23-24 season. So I'm saying 24-25. So 2 years from today, or 2 years from a couple of weeks when the season ended ago. So we'll see what happens. So what do you think about, well, first of all, NFL training camps are underway, right? So, everybody's starting to talk NFL and blah, blah, blah. And Jimmy Garoppolo's going here and whatever else.
I need a trade. Yeah.
And you brought up last week, Lamar Jackson getting paid. So one quarterback did get paid. Arizona Cardinals quarterback Kyler Murray, 5 years, $230 million, $160 million guaranteed, 46.1 highest paid quarterback per year after this deal.
Right.
Come on, dude. This is crazy.
You like the contract?
I don't know. I think I even said it with Russell Wilson. I don't agree with Russell Wilson wanting $50 million and anybody getting $40 million or $30 million for that part. And we've talked about it in baseball.
Who are those three quarterbacks?
Baseball again. We'll talk about it again. But the yearly salary is just astonishing to me that they pay these people. And you talked about it too, homie. Yeah. You talked about I believe you talked about the Rams, how they could afford to pay all these people because they have all the revenue coming in to their building. They just put that money in escrow or whatever it's called, and then they have it there sitting. So the guaranteed money they pay out, and the rest of it is just sitting there accruing money with everything that's going to come in. So, I mean, I don't like it at all. I mean, it's just absurd to me.
From a performance point of view, I just don't like it. I mean, what I've already said about Kyler Murray is well documented. I just don't think that I don't think he's the guy with the juice. I mean, that's all I'm saying. They do. I'm not mad at him. I'm not even talking about the money itself. You know what I mean? But I just see where the money puts him on the scale, right? So if it puts you up there with getting paid more than a couple dudes and they're still paying you, I ain't mad at you. But that would mean you should be stepping up, right? You should be stepping up. I don't see this dude as being one of those guys.
They didn't even get out of the first round last year, right?
I'm just saying.
They got bounced.
Matt Stafford is not even one of those dudes. Okay, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I mean, it's a whole bunch of people that are not those dudes that you're going to pay that money to automatic. You know those guys who you're going to pay that money to automatic. You're paying that money to Patrick Mahomes. You're paying it to Josh Allen. You're paying it to Joe Burrow. You're paying it to Young Herb. This is easy money. You're not even thinking. You're spending all of this bread right here you're spending on this dude. Man, hey, look, that's a bad look.
Whatever he's doing, whatever they just did to the quarterback market is gonna be ridiculous.
I like it.
Due to well, you just talked about Burrow, Herb, Allen. I think Allen got a new contract last year.
He did. He's paid. But that's who
you talk about. Young Herb. You talk about Burrow. Yeah. I mean, when their time's up, oh my goodness gracious, bro! They might as well just find a bank to just own right now because they're gonna have to keep all that money in there.
Well, I'm just saying, look at some of these dudes. Okay, so say Kyler Murray is Matt Ryan. He stays there. He's successful to the median, right? Not that far above to the upside, but he's at the median. He justifies his contract over that 5 years. He's still young. In 5 more years,
true,
he could still get a measure of that if he is not Cam Newton or, you know what I'm saying, Jameis Winston, where he got his back. You know what I'm saying? He's not Jay Cutler. You know what I'm saying? Dudes who just get ghosted, right? He's not these guys. So these
and they're getting
still
younger now. Again. I mean, way younger. I mean, Russ didn't get his till his second one, right?
That's why
Or
they're doing extensions. Why they're doing extensions, because they're trying to get all the money up in the front and then be able to get rid of these guys in the long run. I think that's the company's angle. We'll give you a little bit more money up front, but if by year 3, forget all of this 5-year business, we can cut our losses and it won't hurt us so bad.
Right.
So it's just that restructuring and the contract stuff. We could never know that. We're normal, mortal humans.
Right. It's
I
going
don't
to
know
be
contracts.
wild following all that stuff, though.
Yeah.
NFL in full effect, bro. All right, let's get to some MLB because we know we have to talk about the greatest team in baseball right now. So
you can't even start. You can't start off with that. It's been the All-Star
again.
break.
Hey, it's right though. Hey,
they won one more game.
For the last 2 weeks.
They won one more game before the break than the last time you said that.
No, that was Friday. So they won 2 more games, bro. So they're up to 14. All right. So they went for 13. They got actually 3 games. They went 12, 13, and 14. They're going for 15 on Friday night. You know what's actually pretty freaking sweet though, is that they're selling out T-Mobile Park all weekend, sold out.
Oh,
now that is impressive.
That's what you love to see. That's fair participation at its highest.
There you go. That's a good thing, right? So we're the best team in baseball is still going to roll. Now, if we get a little help from the stupid ass Yankees, I wish Barkov was on here so I can get him some shit about his terrible Yankees not beating the Astros in game 1 today. And I don't even know what they're up to right now in game 2, but need a little help there from the Yankees. But I'd like to see, them. I would like to at least see the Yankees win game 2. That gives the Mariners a little bit of a better shot this weekend. But couple things on the Mariners. I know we talk about the Mariners because that's what we have to. Well, your Dodgers aren't doing so hot, bro.
Who's hotter than the Mariners? I'll tell you right now who's hotter than the Mariners. PEDs and pine tar. Okay. The anonymous big homie fantasy baseball squad is domination station all over This Is Funner networks and all competition, because this is 5 weeks running, man. 5 weeks running. I'm on a heat.
You got 5 in a row?
Okay. I finally got my my squad together.
Yeah, because we've already talked about this. You just keep picking up all my sloppy seconds. We've already decided that. You're welcome.
Why would you leave them out there? Why would you?
Because
how
I ain't got time to play. If they don't produce, they out.
What am I? I'm on the IR surfing the waiver wire daily. Because what else am I going to be doing? Watching Face the Nation at 11 o'clock in the morning? No.
We'll see you. We'll see you in the playoffs, brah.
I'm telling you, you're lucky you're on the other side, because if you're on the other division. So, but I'm coming. That's who's hotter than the damn Mariners right now. And the Dodgers are going to come up too. Don't sleep, because they're on a 5-game heater right before their break as well. So don't sleep.
They need to get back to that -1.5 run line though, so we can make some money.
I'm telling you, dude, it's automatic, bro. You just got to remember it. It's one of those things like the hockey one. You just got to do it. They're not slowing down, and the lineup has changed multiple times. The lineup is constantly changing, and it's the same level of production, man.
And there's a little teaser of what's coming, because I got something for their lineup here in the future. But a little bit of Mariners notes though. Kyle Lewis set to return Friday to the lineup, and then Haniger starts his rehab stint in Everett this weekend, 22nd to the 24th. So he'll probably be back with the club next week.
That's cool.
I don't know if I'm sold.
As long as he come with a bat, right?
I know. I'm not know if I'm sold on the Lewis coming back. He's been on fire, I think. Where
are you gonna put him in the lineup?
Yeah. So Kyle Lewis back tomorrow night. We'll see what the move is. Haniger rehabbing. Hopefully he's all healthy and comes back. That'd be solid. Like we talk about Haniger. I mean, he's definitely a asset to the lineup. So it'd be nice to see him get back in there. But as long as he stays healthy, then go from there.
Yeah, I seen him at physical training the other day. He's looking okay.
Yeah, you probably did. Right in the same area.
Mm-hmm.
You slapped hands on the way outside the rehab facility.
Yeah, when I was doing lat exercises.
So we have to let's talk about the home run derby first, because it kind of all ties into run to one.
Bad beat.
Yeah, man. How does a player who hits 82 home runs compared to the 53.
The rule is bad, man.
I know. I want to get into that because Julio hit 82. Soto only hit 53.
Yeah.
Julio's a first player with 230 home runs in a single derby.
Mm-hmm.
Only 4 other 30 home run rounds before then.
Yeah.
So
he's the guy.
That's
I didn't
homie,
see it.
Homie, you know what we do? We fix everything, right?
Let's go.
If we were smart, we would, we'll get all the clips one day, and we'll pull them all, and
we've given them all the tools for execution.
We've given everybody the tools and all the ways to handle it. So, in my opinion, and I want to know your opinion, I think we talked about this last year. I know we talked about this last year.
Come on.
About the home run derby. Going back to the old school, 10 outs.
10 outs, man.
10 outs. All you to do.
Outs, man.
Because another thing, and you'll talk about this in a second. I know you will. But we talked about it last year too, watching like the StatCast and the StatCast version and the regular version. Right. However, you could never see where the hell the ball's going, how far it goes, and then when they're pitching the next one.
Right.
But before we get into that, so yeah, I think it's just 10. I think it should be 10 outs again, old school style, just like you saw Mickey Mantle and all those Dave Parker, all those old school guys doing the old school, which we talked about that. I love it. I love that. But before we get into that though, we have to give Julio's BP pitcher Franmil Reyes the shout out.
Machine, ex machina, machine. He had like the Mega Man arm.
I love
for everybody who knows
who ain't watched. He just stood there.
The Mega Man arm.
Yep, I love how he just stood there and just tossed it in there and didn't have to go through the whole windup. And that's why Julio hit 80 freaking 2 home runs.
That is a good part of the reason why, because dude was so precise and consecutive with
and quick
his pitch placement. With his placement, it was in the same spot every single time, and the pace too. He was one of the few people that I saw who it looked like they had worked with the pitcher on pace. I think Julio.
I haven't seen that in an All-Star game that I can remember. Probably just because it's Julio that I wanted to pay attention to, or home run derby. Probably just because it's Julio because I want to pay attention to. But everyone does the wind up or at least the step and the
right along. Extended arm for sure. Yeah, I don't know, man. But my whole take on that whole situation, man, is 10 outs goes without saying. That's been said on mic before. Everybody know our take on that. But the thing is, you can't have the dude who, because I got hot, I got to burn this timeout. I have 50 home runs and to y'all nothing. Or in his case, 80 home runs in this competition, but I'll lose. Right. That eliminates a lot of that, right? Because 10 outs, I mean, I don't know if it does, but yet and still, because there's a whole bunch of people been getting caught up with this in the last few years. Vlad Jr. in his first year hit more home runs than I can't remember who it was that he lost to before he eventually won. But
because the lower seed always goes first no matter what, because then when you got to the final, you had Soto, who was a higher seed and just finished his round, and then you go at least find a way to flip a coin and say, okay, you get 5 minutes and then you're back out there, or whoever has the most home runs going into the final should get to pick. Do I want to go first or do I want to go second?
Well, just like the slam dunk contest, right? The slam dunk contest hasn't normally been paired up in a competition style bracket. It's the scores rank up Olympic style. You move people down as people perform, right? If you go first and you score a 49 and I come in second and score a 50, you drop down. If somebody else comes in and scores another 50, then you drop down. That's how the scoring works. And then you take the top. And then you have a competition out of that. Or maybe if you wanted to make them go head to head, you could do that. But you shouldn't have somebody who, there's no way that person should score that much in the rounds and not make it. But he was in the finals. I mean, what are you gonna do? But what are you
Yeah.
gonna do? He was at the finals. I mean,
Right. He was there and he put on a great performance. It was awesome to see, 82 to 53 just seems like a lopsided victory
yeah,
until you
he
actually
got
see
hot.
what happened. You know
He
what I'm
got
saying?
hot, bro. He got hot. So therefore, that's why that play was good. I didn't even know that play was gonna be good, but I told you, documented it on the hardest podcast out here, Sports Fix with Sticks and Anonymous Big Homie. We told you last week, drop that money on Julio. It's not going to be a bad bet. It wasn't a bad bet because it didn't
Not
hit.
at all.
It was a great bet based on the gain percentage that would have been happening in that situation. But you had a guy in the finals. You couldn't get any closer. I thought he had it because
Yeah.
Soto looked soft in the first. I mean, the first minute, I was like, he has no consistency. All of a sudden, he is not finding that same consistency with his BP guy. And I was like, oh, we really called this. And I had my hand on the send button. Man, it's about to be confetti, balloons, the damn spotlight, every damn iPhone, damn thing you could send in a message, man. It would have been all
It
popping.
was about ready to go down.
Yeah, man. But I didn't do it. I didn't hit that button, man. Sometimes you got to watch what you're doing when you're out here on the text machine. You know what I'm saying? People get a little loose with the fingers. Hey, all y'all single cats out there, y'all know what I'm talking about, though. But yeah, you got to watch what you're doing. Don't hit send yet. Don't hit send yet until you done thought about that. But yeah, it didn't hit. But it was a good contest, though, man. What you think about the All-Star game itself with the mic'd up situation, man? Let's touch on that.
Oh yeah, good call. The mic'd up. I loved it, dude. I thought it was pretty fun. I think it's I mean, they've done it a couple times. We talked about it in spring training. They did it with players. Yeah. And then I know they do it on they talk to players on Sunday Night Football or Sunday Night Baseball. They talk to them like in the dugout, or they talk to the coaches or whatever, managers. Mm-hmm. But and I know they've done it on Sunday Night Baseball too. They did it. They rotate it around. Like they'll give it to a outfielder or whatever. Not why they're at bat or pitching, right, but it's a player, right? I think that's solid for MLB baseball because it just gives you an outlook on it. And yeah, are the players want to be focused and not have something in their ear? They don't have to say anything, even if they carry it. They can do their job. And I think they're right. A lot of them. It's from what I've seen, it's always outfielders, which makes sense. You don't want the infielders, having a little bit, but it'd be nice to have the first baseman or something to have a mic, Rizzo or who's Vato, Ty France, something
or
like
even
that.
The third base coaches. First and third base coaches.
Yeah.
Even. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to disturb the players even, but have some interaction in our efforts are ever long lasting. You know what I'm saying? So painstaking efforts to fix the game of baseball that we love so much. The American pastime, right? We love this game, right? Somehow we're attracted to it. So we're always trying to fix it for the best. You know what I mean? And we've been after this for a while, and with just easy, simple ideas and ways to fix the game. Just like, you know what I'm saying, the fixed strike zone is going to fix the game, guaranteed. No doubt about that. But anyway, in this situation, man, you have to bring the element of entertainment and find out who these guys are, man. We don't know who baseball players are anymore, dude. That's the whole thing. We know who Big Papi is. You know what I'm saying? Maybe somebody who's old in your family might know who Big Papi is. Maybe. They maybe might know who Derek Jeter is. Derek Jeter got a show out right now called The Captain. Why? What did Derek Jeter do to get a show, bro? Come on, he's not Michael Jordan. He's not the Tom Brady. He's not that dude. He's not the LeBron. He's not those dudes. He's not the Steph Curry. I don't care how many championship teams he was on. Hey, shout out to Derek Jeter because he is a top-notch shortstop, but he is probably not in nobody's all-time top 5. Come on, dog.
We did an all-time top 5, or we did an all-time team with a bench.
He's getting a whole lot of accolades.
I don't think either one of us picked Jeter.
I'm not hating on Derek Jeter. Derek Jeter, I appreciate all your accomplishments and your contribution to the game. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know why he's getting this. But anyway, so what they need to do is bring the element to the game and maybe throw it out, just like they started doing sideline reporting in the dugout. You know what I mean? When you talk to the head coach or you put the headset on them every now and again, you just have a dude that's a center fielder or whatever, maybe it's a second baseman, or maybe he comes out and they talk to him while he's doing warm up before at the end of the seventh inning stretch before the bottom of the seventh or
play
something
starts.
like this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What was going on right there? And you know what I mean? A real quick something.
They could put the earpiece in, run out to the field, take their ground balls, be ready, and then take it out and put it in their pocket and turn it off.
Yeah, they got these packs and the technology on the stuff is super small. Yeah, it's not real even intrusive on those guys either. And I think there's a lot of dudes in the MLB who do have personality, who would like to step out there and do a little something, but you're not getting a lot from guys. Look at Junior. He's one of the greatest of all time, and you don't know nothing about Junior unless you've researched it. Junior don't come out here and he didn't even have a Lowe's commercial or Eagle Hardware commercial back in the day. You feel what I'm saying? He's like quietly on Nike.
How about this? How about after someone hits a home run, they're jacked, they're hyped, they come in the dugout, they're all stoked, ready to go. And then you give them the earpiece. Hey, you're going out the top or the bottom of the inning. On their way out there, they're talking to them. Hey, how'd that feel? What pitch was it? Blah, 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 blah. Asking them what's going on. Cool. Yeah, it was awesome. I'm jacked up. I'm going to go out here right before the next pitch starts, turns it off, puts it in his pocket, nothing done to do. But you get that interaction between, what just happened. If, a home run or a big strikeout after the pitcher gets off the mound, after he just threw an immaculate inning, he goes in the dugout. If he's stoked, he's not quote unquote in a no-hitter zone. I know pitchers are different characters, but let me rephrase that. How about a reliever who he knows he's only going to throw one inning or two batters?
Exactly.
After he gets off the mound, he goes in the dugout. You give him a little earpiece. Say, hey, what'd you think about those pitches? Is that what you want to do? However that goes. You could put some into that to elevate the game a little bit.
Oh, for sure. Because if you look at the interaction with the pitcher, the Alex Momoa interaction that they had that they showed real quick, you look at that, and that's just a dude just having fun in the situation. And this is the All-Star game. I hope you would take the feedback that everybody gives you about that little bit of access that you gave out right there. Right. And maybe you put that somewhere because again, they got to speed the game up, and you got to get
players that would do it.
You got to speed. Yeah, of course it is.
There's would be a couple that people do that.
Yes, it would. I guarantee you, it would be players that would sign up for that who would be like, I'm traveling, 162 games. I'm just on the air. I guarantee you, like Big Brother, bro. I guarantee you it would be dudes who would be willing to do something like that on some baseball stuff, right? Like when I get to the park or, maybe it starts at BP maybe, or maybe up before the bus or something. Because, NBA players, they want to show this walk-in now. BP would be good too. Well, you know how they want to do to show this walk-in now of NBA players when they walk in through the tunnel. What are they wearing? So you could do all of that phony stuff that you like doing now in sports too. You could maybe start it right there. And then all of a sudden you get a little, because you don't want to show the locker room, you calm it down right there. But, there's something there. There's something there.
We're on to something, just like we're always on to something, bro. We always got something to brewing and a lot of this stuff.
The future is about content, and that's all that people are paying for right now. Technology and content, because that's literally all that's going to be left. I'm telling you. Once all this stuff goes meta, virtual, whatever, content, bro.
100% agree. So shout out to all you Seattle Mariner fans out there hitting the ballpark this weekend.
They ain't getting their tickets for the All-Star game next year, though.
3 games. And
that too.
All 3 games sold out. Oh, we're going to the All-Star game next year, bro. One way or another. Well, we're going to be there.
And I hope that they do it right, too.
Home Run Derby?
You got to bring everybody back. You got to bring everybody back. You got to bring Edgar back. You got to have the whole squad out there. You know what I mean? You got to bring
they'll do it right. They'll do it right, bro. They're announcing it tomorrow. They're announcing the logo tomorrow. So tune into that.
Get some good teal jerseys popping. You got to have the teal jersey popping for one of the teams.
Yeah.
Do it just like they did it this year. You hear what I was talking about with that jersey, right? Tell me that wasn't tight how they did it this year. That
Oh,
charcoal was bad.
the one tweet I saw this week. Oh, yeah. I think so. I think I did see that.
Yeah. It's absolute
Did you
cracks.
see my 14 or 15 or 18? Okay, cool. But yeah, the
Yeah,
jerseys how
went
they
right
they
before I saw my put in my one. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got to do it like that because I don't like. I never liked that phony All Star jersey thing that they did. They did it a couple times. I think they did it
that
last time they
charcoal
were in
the
Seattle.
American League one was sick.
I didn't like, but see, I don't like use the original jersey, right? Use the original jersey, but make it a specific color for that one. So
Throwbacks,
everybody has.
Mariner throwbacks, the light blue.
Yep, you have the yeah. I'm thinking having that
And
teal
the
color,
teal.
the teal color, and I don't know, bro. Yeah, but yeah, do the teal color and then do that. But everybody has Braves in teal, Yankees in teal, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Because you remember the
Just like
last time
last
it was
night,
here, they had that red
burgundy brick.
burgundy color.
Yeah,
Yeah, you have
yeah,
to go
that was not
straight.
it.
You have to go straight Seattle colors. I didn't even give this any thought, but just right at the top of my head, I think I like the teal, but I also like the old school royal blue.
Which one? The one with
The
with the S or the trident? Because those are two different uniforms.
was it well, yeah, I just said I liked it, but I like the royal blue color, like the shirt. Uh, but with the M, it had to have been the M, the old school M. But I also like the light blue V-neck, the light blue V-neck one.
That's the one with the
So you
pitchfork.
could do light blue,
That's
and
the
then you could do
pitchfork
the
era.
teal, even though they're not white. One of them's gonna have to be white, so you're gonna have to go white with accents of
Yeah,
navy, I guess.
because the one that I'm talking about that Junior wore his rookie year, that year, the one he wore with him and his pops before they switched it to the teal, that navy with the S, and the
Yeah,
Alvin Davis jersey, Alvin Davis years,
Alvin Davis.
the
Okay, yeah,
S, right?
yeah.
So they could do that one too because that one's hard too. But yeah, no, but yeah, work on that All Star situation, man. That's gonna be live, man. I just hope that they do it right, getting back on track. But yeah, man, it
Yeah,
was.
they'll
I mean, like I said, man, they just need to do something for the entertainment purpose of the game, man. For baseball, that's all it is. I mean, because if you just, even if the Latin dudes are out there just talking Spanish crazy, even if I just heard a Spanish gibberish in the background and looking at dudes' faces slapping five at second base, that's enough for me. That's enough for me. I just needed that little bit of access as a fan. That's enough extra access for me.
because you hear them bantering and having a good time and
Yeah,
laughing and all
that's what
that.
I'm
And I agree
saying.
100%. And I think next year in Seattle, you're gonna see a lot different.
Yeah.
You're gonna see a lot more of that due to the fact that they're all gonna listen to this podcast and they're gonna be like, you know what?
Hashtag it up.
The Nas Big Homie and Sticks were freaking on point. We need to get all the access to everybody all game long. So, hey, speaking of access, I appreciate everybody for reaching out to me on Facebook after my post, looking into a few things, a few places to go chill and hang out and do this show from. If you know anybody
Okay.
else who wants to
Remote locations. I like it.
remote locations, if anybody else wants to
Man, come
jump
on.
in,
Network
send me a
status.
message, hit me up,
Yeah.
follow me on Twitter at Stick015. This guy, and I'm Big Homie on Twitter at homie_anonymous.
That's where I'll be.
Let me know. Facebook, like I said, I'm on there.
He's
You
on
can't miss me.
I know.
Or anybody you want any sponsorship advice or knowledge that wants to promote their show or promote their company, go to thisisfunner.com and email Chris at thisisfunner.com. You can check out everything on there that he does with all the podcasts. And to close it all out, well, before Homie closes it out, because I know he's got something else to say. He always does.
I ain't got nothing else.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good too. We can go with that. But don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review the show on whichever podcast platform you listen to. Go to thisisfunner.com for more podcasts and online content. We appreciate you. And then grab some merch while you're there from the Funner family. And you know what? We'll be back next week before the big old golf tournament. Shout out to Trent and Danny Henderson for the invite to the golf tournament every year, the Hindu Classic. We appreciate you. Sponsorships on there.
Yeah, and you got a shout out
on there.
Yeah, come by, check it out. Cause man, we're getting a whole lot of new interaction, interaction, but it's not the same interaction when we get on Twitter and whatnot. So hit us up. We're seeing the downloads going through the ceiling right now. We're checking it out. We hear from y'all, but we need to hear from y'all. You know what I mean? We see y'all out there, but we need to hear from y'all. So just check in. He already gave you the names. You know the hashtag. Check it out when you get at us. It's the Sports Fix with Sticks. It's the anonymous big homie. Look, hashtags, all of that. It doesn't even matter. Connect with us. Shoot your shot. Not like that though. Man, yo, this is fun.
Hey,
what'd you say? Oh, you had big dreams. What'd you say?
I
Oh,
was
you
just
should have
gonna
left
I
it
was
in
just
there.
gonna say I
Yeah,
wanted
leave it in there.
I should have said we're still on YouTube. I want to know what
Leave that
everybody's
in there.
thoughts are on the All-Star game, what they think about the All-Star game,
Yo,
what they
that's all they
wanted,
gotta do,
how they could fix it, what are their All-Star uniforms they want to
man.
see, you know what I'm saying?
Interaction.
All that stuff.
We're talking about content right here. This is what we're talking about, man. And the easiest way to get content creation is from fan interaction. So if anything, I mean, it only takes a short bit of time to check this out. I understand that the audio or the video side of it, you got to be set down and, ready to consume this product. But on the audio, you just flip that thing on, man, in the car and whatever, man.
Yeah, you can
And you
go.
just remember the situations, follow us, follow your peoples, man. We're out here and trying to do big things, but the world keeps coming at us at all different kind of angles, different directions, high speed, Hubble, Mars telescope type stuff, man. And we're just out here grinding, bubbling, digging. Man, we're digging to the mantle core crust of Earth's professional sports psychology. Man, look, the level of containment it's not even been invented yet for the amount of information that's being conveyed out here in the atmosphere. So when we say we the hardest podcast out here, you know what I'm saying? Remember the name that is hard, rock, can't be drilled, can't be touched, man, diamond level, platinum, status,
Sports
numbers.
fix with sticks. Sports fix with sticks and a nice big homie, baby. All right, brother. I'm gonna let you get to it. I know you got family things to attend to. Appreciate you, bro. Let's
Shoot, I post up on here all night, man. It's about to be a sleepover at my house, man. It's already getting wild out there, man.
It's Thursday night.
It's this summer. It don't matter, man. They came home from basketball camp, man. It's all kind of VR popping off downstairs, man, and kids are sounding wild already. So,
don't you get in that Oculus? Don't you get in that Oculus? You can't handle the Oculus.
No, he got the PlayStation VR, dude. That stuff is live, man. It's kind of wild, bro. They gave him the little demo entry level game of Iron Man when you first get it. And yeah, it's serious, bro. You really feel like you're standing on like the edge of a cliff, bro. You look down and look like you're really like
if you know I can't do any of that, man. Nah,
wild,
I'm straight.
It is wild, man.
I'm straight. It ain't happening.
But it's a lot of fun.
How many little youngsters you got over there?
Oh, just two. That's the max.
Oh, good.
That's the max. Two dudes though, but you square root that out. You know what I'm saying? That equals 4 kids worth of damage. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that thing is crazy though, man. But it's just for video games, so it don't have that stuff Chris was talking about. But visually, yeah, that's a different thing, man. I hope the world don't turn into Ready Player One, dog, because it's gonna be crazy. I'm telling you, man, in the summertime, bro, we need to be cooked up, ready to go, dog, always with like, we just need to be watching a show, bro. I wish I could get into this captain situation because I just don't, I watched the first one. I watched it twice. I watched it twice, actually.
I'm about ready. I'm gonna probably watch it tonight. I couldn't watch just one. I want to be able to watch 1 and 2. I guess 2 is tonight. So I'm like, okay, cool. And I
post game show.
How many is it? Like 7?
I don't even
9?
know.
Like
it's okay, cool. I heard it's something like that though.
Yeah, I'm not down with the one a week like Last Dance, how we did that every week. No, I can't do that. At least that was 2 hours each one, so I kind of get it. But at least give me 1, 2, 3 back to back, right? Give me 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5, 6, and 7 or something.
What are you gonna tell? What are you gonna tell me about Derek Jeter? What are you gonna tell me about Derek Jeter?
I don't know. I haven't seen any of it yet.
Other than no. What do you know about Ray Finkel? And you know what I'm saying? What do you know about Derek Jeter? Okay, because it's only what we know. That's only what we already know. That's all he gonna tell us, bro.
Why do you think it's 7 episodes?
He gonna tell us about Mariah Carey, bro.
And they probably will.
He gonna tell us about all of these. He gonna tell us about all these names. No,
gonna tell you why.
That's not sports.
Gonna tell you why he waited to have kids till he was after baseball. Gonna tell you why he went in to be the GM. Tell you why.
Okay, yeah,
why he almost quit baseball. Tell you how he stayed in the league.
Beef with A-Rod.
Tell you the beef with A-Rod. Yeah, see the beef with anybody else in the clubhouse. That's the shit they want you to get to. That's what they're gonna tell you.
Well, look, man, so far, I was just like, I don't know this dude enough to be. I just remember when I was out of high school, all of a sudden you start hearing Derek Jeter because the Yankees was winning in the mid-'90s, right? And I think they won back-to-back in the mid-'90s. They hit. And Derek Jeter was on that squad, but he wasn't the one because that was the one where the Ken Griffey Jr. slide was in one of those years.
He wasn't. I did see that piece. He was deactive. He wasn't active for that run for that series. Yep.
Right. And I think that was his rookie year, his first full year called up or whatever.
Yeah.
And but the Yankees was winning in the mid-'90s. And so yeah, I don't know what his thing is going to be. Is it going to be a bunch of friendship between him, Jorge Posada, Mario, and Bernie Williams? Is it going to be one of those type of situations like he got his
Andy Pettit,
Gerald
Williams?
Are they going to talk about Rocket? Okay, now let's get into what they should be talking about. Daryl Strawberry,
a little bit, but that'd be one of them.
When A-Rod Strawberry and Doc came back.
Yeah, they talk about all that. What happened when Strawberry came in?
Michael Jordan. We're gonna talk. Michael Jordan.
You might have just set it up for everybody, homie, because that might be exactly why it's 7 parts, and that's why it's 7 weeks. Or maybe it's not as long as that. But
are we gonna get some Michael Jordan?
Episode 2 tonight.
No. Are we gonna get some Tiger Woods? His homeboys, his counterparts that he hangs with. Are we gonna get like a Leo DiCaprio story? You know what I'm saying? Like Michael Irvin be doing. Michael Irvin will tell you the story. He will give you the goods about what the Cowboys were up to in the 90s. He will give you the goods. He said it on everybody's show. We had a crib that we used to go to and Wild Out and act retarded. You know what I'm saying? And do things that we ain't supposed to be doing in secrecy of some sorts. But yeah, man. I don't know what I'm gonna get. I don't know what I'm gonna get from him because I don't see him exposing his friends. So I'm just going off of what do we know about.
You're still going off. You're going off the Derek Jeter of the what do you want to call it? Stale. No personality.
Yes.
Yankee. You're going off that. But I mean,
okay, yeah, he ran into a chair.
So
he ran into a chair in a game.
Attitude is stale.
He ran into a chair in a game and he got his face bloody. He was on the squad that won a couple championships. But other than that, he got 3,000 hits, if I ain't mistaken. But it takes years of compiling to get this. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't just like.
It's probably more about family and family and grinding and all that. It's probably one of those.
It need to be about
those, but we'll see
why he didn't change positions because A-Rod is better than them.
That's what you're saying. That's probably what they should get into.
Need to be.
We'll see.
They'll definitely hit on that. I guarantee you they'll hit on that, but I don't know how big it's going to be. It's going to be like what they talked about with Dennis Rodman leaving or something like that. They'll do
right
like
where
that.
He went to Vegas and had to go get him, and someone got him, and he came back, and water's under the bridge.
Yeah, go out. You know what I'm saying? Hit a couple home runs, call it a day. Yeah, but we'll see. I don't know. I'm not all in for the. I'm not in for the Derek Jeter, but I'll probably still watch it. You know how that goes. But yeah, I think I ran into that damn sport you were talking about with the damn ping pong table and they playing it like soccer.
With their head.
Kicking in their head. Yeah, man. Man, yo, I need one. I need to make up one of these sports like pickleball and whatever that was, and whatever the other thing that I forgot that I even told you about a couple
The
weeks
foot
ago.
volley, I think.
Oh my
The
god,
the
bro!
volleyball with the foot, right? Is that what you're talking
Volleyball
about?
in at
Yeah.
the
You
beach,
use your
but it was
foot and
soccer.
your head.
Yeah, with soccer rules. Yes, it's
Yep.
like yeah, soccer slash volleyball was the craziest thing I ever seen. That's
Yep.
what we need to do because these is gonna be the next Olympic sports out here. I guarantee you, bro. They're gonna put all of this dumb stuff in there once or twice. If it gets popping, because they like to do those trial sports. That's what X Games used to be, as far as snowboarding and things like this. Um, but yeah, man, are we still on the air? We
Snowmobiling.
still in
Yep.
the air, bro? We still cooking,
Yep. We're
or
still
this
on
is
YouTube.
oh, this is
You
post
know,
game.
yeah, the little after hours. Should have kept it on the other one. I thought you said you had to bounce
Oh
because you know
man,
the podcast part people listen to, like you said, the after hours. But that's a good teaser. They have to
hey
listen to
look,
the after
hey
hours. They can
look.
listen to the podcast, and they go to the YouTube and get the after hours.
Wait till they find out that was a full on publicity stunt and completely worked out to drive content. You know what I'm saying? Back to the
Yep.
YouTube. Yeah. Content creators out here. Yeah. So you got to catch the post game show on YouTube
The post.
exclusively over here for the extra chatter. You know what I mean? Get at it. But yeah, dog. I don't even know, man. Right now we're supposed to be talking about football, man. I got like my top three quarterbacks or top five quarterbacks. Everybody's doing a top five DBs. Everybody's doing a top five tight end. Who's your top five nickel corner? You know what I'm saying?
Right. It's like, come
What are you
on.
doing, man? What are you
They're not
doing,
even,
man?
they haven't even broke training camp yet.
What are you
You got
doing, man?
injuries, you got people quitting in the first week of practice, showed up and said, nah, this ain't for me, dog. I'm out. I'm gonna retire. You got all sorts of stuff going on. It's just they don't have any content to talk about and everybody's on vacation. So it's like
Yeah,
they're not talking
yeah.
about none of that. That's why we talk about the real stuff, what's going on right now, voice our opinion, give each other a little bit of shit, and then we roll from there and agree to disagree on a lot of things.
Most shit, but yeah. Hmm. Yeah, yeah. I don't even know. I don't even understand what's going on because they did a preview of the XFL too on the ESPYS, and they gave Rock and the I guess the woman that is
Danny
co-founded.
Garcia. Yeah.
Yeah,
Danny Garcia. Yep.
with them, and they gave him a little package that they played, and
How are you not going to give? How are you not going to give The Rock a package when he's $1 billion? As soon as he opens his mouth, it's $1 billion investment somewhere.
I don't know how Rock became this guy, but he's that guy. So they let him get a full advertising spot live on the award show where they basically did like a promo reel for XFL. And again, I don't get fired up off of this because what are you gonna give me that's different from the NFL that would make me want to get attention? What is the
Are you
XFL
gonna?
going to give me that the college football doesn't give me to gather my attention? What is it going to get? What is the XFL going to give me that the big three doesn't give me if I watch it?
When you say
Yeah,
big three, you're talking the basketball big three with Ice Cube. For those
right.
people out there that don't know, I agree. I agree with you. But I'll tell you right now, you got to buy in now to give it a chance because you buy in now to give the XFL a chance because you know who the backer is, and when the Rock puts his hand and his energy into something, look what happens.
The Rock trying to be the president or something, man. I think he believes the hype, bro. I heard that in a couple of different places. Like the Rock I think the Rock is think positioning himself like from a business perspective, like
He has to pay for the pays for the whatever you call those things to be president, right?
you
The
gotta
running for it, you got to
you
be able
gotta
to pay
have a
for all
certain you
that.
gotta have a certain amount of bread. But see, and that's what these dudes are doing, man. With all I hope a lot of these dudes are doing it, and I'm not even mad at with a lot of these guys getting into ownership super quick, like D Wade, I'm saying, and LeBron owning pieces of Red Sox and this and that. They just, got money enough to say, yeah, let me put that on that real quick and sit that over there and just give me my dividend when it kicks back. You know what I mean? And I appreciate all of that with these dudes. But is one of these dudes going to step out and do like a Michael Jordan where they're controlling? Are they trying to be Dr. Jerry Buss? Or are you trying to be a Jerry Jones out here one day instead of, a small level partner? Because there hasn't been an athlete that's done it even to the level of Michael Jordan as of yet. But they got way more money than Michael Jordan ever had from
but
balling.
now teams are way more expensive than they were back then. When Jordan
team
got
valuations
hit.
are stupid. Yes.
So I mean, now you got only, I think there's 10 teams that are worth $1 billion, and 8 of them are soccer teams or whatever.
Right.
And you got the Cowboys and it's like someone else, but like these athletes have to have multiple backers to be able to do this.
Business, because look at who the owners of these professional teams are. They're the owners and founders of every name that you've ever heard of. Look who just bought the Broncos. Walmart, bro.
Right.
That's what you gotta have. That's what you gotta have behind you, where it's just like, oh yeah, we'll just take the salary from this region store sales and we'll pay for our Broncos situation. Cool.
Right.
Yeah. All right. You know what I mean? It will do it like that. Yeah. It is crazy, the bread. So, I'm saying, because they're talking about Daniel Snyder might get snatched, and I don't think he is. I think there's a chance he could. I think they probably will want to at some point because the pressure is going to get too built up about what has been going on, especially with only the tip of the iceberg with John Gruden happened so far that we even know of with Washington Commander football, in the nation capital. That's all we know. We don't even know nothing else except
what's gonna drag on longer, the Daniel Snyder or the Deshaun Watson case.
Daniel Snyder would definitely go longer because look, our government wants to holler at Daniel Snyder and he says nah.
He says, hey, I'm still in Italy or whatever.
Yeah, you gotta show up to jury duty, bruh. Nah, I'm overseas. You're gonna have to holler at me when I get back, and I might not even tell you that I'm not
coming back.
I might not even tell you that I'm back when I get back. You're gonna have to send CIA people.
Oh, they'll know when he's back. I guarantee you. As soon as he sets foot on that land in the United States, as soon as he crosses the border in the ocean, whatever ocean that is, there'll be boats sitting there waiting for his ass.
But I just don't know what all of this stuff is, man. All of these dudes, man, you can't say a damn thing no more, man. Everybody got taken offense to everything, man. So all of these dudes who we talked about a couple weeks ago, man, who got money, man, don't get caught doing nothing, man, because you'll be asked out and your stuff will be stripped out. You know what I'm saying? Donald Sterling style, or shoot, the Panthers owner style, and right now, because what it's gonna be, man. Hey, look, I'm gonna tell you like this. Oh, let me jump subject real quick. Hey, NFL running backs. Who even cares, right? Look, can you name 3 highline running backs?
You asked me this last week.
Yep, I'm trying to come back. I'm trying to come back to it.
And now, even after thinking about it, I was like, oh, he ain't gonna ask me that again. Although I have been looking a little bit of NFL, trying to catch up on a little bit of that.
You're not giving it to nobody.
But then again, it's the freaking just getting to training camps. So there's always going to be that breakout, whatever, for the year.
It's going to be, somebody has to produce the yards.
You already said
nobody's playing that style of game.
So I can't say that.
That's it. And look at what they did. They got rid of all of their wide receivers. Okay. So did the Tennessee Titans in favor of youth, and still running their same core level of, their offense, I'm guessing, because nobody's went anywhere. Man, hey, you think Darnold gonna win his job from what's the name? Baker Mayfield?
Man, I don't think so. I think
Darnold going,
even for the sheer fact of that they play Cleveland in the first game, that Okay, now that I say that, they got two. There's two ways to look at this. Do
You
you
can't
throw
do
him out
that
there to
before
beat his own
preseason.
team? Huh?
You can't make those kind of decisions in
No. They
preseason.
won't make that decision. But
You got to
here's
win the
after
job.
that. But
You got to win the
here's the
job.
thing. Do you throw, if you're Carolina, do you throw Baker out there in the first week one against his old team to prove a point, or do you say, we're gonna coddle him a little bit because we don't know what our team's like? But you have a healthy Christian McCaffrey, you have a big pay wide receiver in Robbie Anderson that is there. So if Baker shows you anything in the preseason, if he plays, they might not even play him. They might just say, you
Is
know
he
what,
though?
we're not going to play you though. So
Is
what do
he
you
though? That's
do?
what I'm saying though. What do you think though? I'm just telling you.
I
I
already
don't
said
think Baker.
I would roll with Baker.
There's no damn way. I don't. I just
I
don't
would
think
roll with
that.
Baker.
I don't think that him coming into a new scheme. I don't think with that being a roadblock in his situation, there's less of a chance that he gonna win a job from Sam Darnold. They would go with Sam Darnold most cases on familiarity, just like they did with Jimmy Garoppolo. They didn't just
But
bust out with
Darnold
Trey
was only there
Lance.
for 1 year, right?
Same thing with Justin Fields, and this is another
So
one too,
you
with
want
me.
to take a
Everybody with
one
this
year
Justin
one
Fields.
year quarterback, who probably didn't know the system anyways, no matter how
Right.
hard he studied, and you're going to bring in a new guy who Baker Mayfield, who knows the art of study and probably put his head in the playbook, been in the league a while. He can maybe
How long
grasp a
you
few
think Sam
things.
Darnold been doing this? You think he's a rookie?
I'm talking about the league, bro. Talking about the league.
Oh,
You put Baker in there, who's been in the league a few years. Now he's, grasps the concept of a lot of these schemes, even though the coach is Matt Rule from college that was there 2 years ago. Now, he's coming into the system. It's still going to be a lot of plays to adapt to, but he's probably going to pick it up pretty quick.
he should have went to Washington, bro. He should have went to Washington.
Baker?
Yeah, or tried, yeah, yeah, because that's just not a bad. That's a bad situation for him with Darnold, and it's about to be a bad situation for Mitch Trubisky in a minute when
Well, the problem
Jimmy
is,
Garoppolo get
but the
traded
problem with
traded to the
you
damn Steelers.
forgot
Watch.
you forgot that if you're telling me that Darnold should start over Baker, you forgot about Matt Corral, who's coming from a college system, who Matt Rule, the coach, just came from the college system 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So who do you think he's favoring in this aspect of it, even though he traded for Baker? So I wouldn't be surprised if Darnold's a third string quarterback week one.
These the same fools that
If
just
not
brought
traded.
Cam Newton back. They brought Cam Newton back at the end of last year, bro. This is the same team who brought Cam Newton back.
But they didn't have Matt Corral and they did not have Baker Mayfield.
No. But but that's what I'm saying. They brought Cam Newton back to solve something or help something.
And then they drafted him and they traded for another one. So you know where Darnold's going. Not going to be the starter week one. So you just, up, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I just always had some level of faith in this dude, Sam Darnold, man. I look at him the same way that I used to do with Matt Ryan at the beginning. Was it Matt Ryan? No, it wasn't Matt Ryan. Oh, well, anyway, man. Oh, hey, look. There's so much information. There's so much information to give out. I tried to test myself the other day to see if I still remember all of the World Series matchups from the year that I was born till now. I forgot. Bro.
No,
I can't even get to 19. I can't even get to 1990 no more. From 1977.
I can't remember last. Well, I can't even. I don't even think I can remember last year's. The year before. We do a sports podcast, and I can't remember that shit. I'm all for right now and understand what's going on, because a lot of that stuff is irrelevant. However, when we talk about NFL, we talk about MLB, we talk about how players can go here or there to help it out. And NFL is one of those teams where you can always recollect what's going on. But the World Series, who'd Washington, the Nationals be in 2018?
I don't even remember, bro.
The Indians, maybe? No, I don't remember. Angels? No, I don't know. But that's when they signed with Strasburg the big contract, and that dude's pitched like 8 games since then.
2018.
Or is it 18?
I think so. It's 18 or 19. It was right before
18 or
COVID. The
actually, I think it
Nationals
was
won.
19.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think
Nationals
you're
won
right.
right before COVID started.
So I don't know why you're talking about trying to remember all the games from the World Series matchups.
Well,
You're
no,
crazy.
that's just
Nobody
something I
wants to
used to
remember
remember.
that.
Being younger, you when you were a young sports fan, you used to remember that it was Dodgers Yankees 1977 for the World Series, and Reggie Jackson hits 3 home runs.
The key
Right.
word there is younger.
Well, that's what I'm saying. And then you remember who the World Series winner. You remember '85 and KC Royals with Brett Saberhagen and Matt Gubazab, George Brett. You know what I'm saying? You remember '84 Padres versus the Detroit Tigers, Kirk Gibson. You don't remember none of that shit, do you?
Yeah, 8 RIP Tony Gwynn, baby.
Yeah, straight up. 1986 Miracle Mets.
86. I remember that one. My boys, the Doc,
Yeah, Miracle Mets
Lee
'87. I forgot
Mazzilli,
who won, and
Mookie
I forgot.
Wilson,
I forgot who
Pete
won in
Hernandez.
'87. I'm spacing. I think it might have been. Oh, that might have been the Twins. Twins might have won in '87 with
Oh,
Kirby
that
Bucket,
the back to
Ken
did he go
Herbeck.
back to back?
No, they won later. Later, they won
Ah,
early
80.
first. They won 81st with Jack Morris and Frank Viola, and then they won. Ended up winning again
Gary
later.
Gaetti.
Yeah, with like Burt Blyleven and some other cats. But yeah, man, because I forgot that Toronto Blue Jays used to be a Rocket. They won back to back.
Yeah,
Roberto
that
Alomar.
was what I was thinking. I was thinking Blue Jays back to back with
Blue
Dave
Jays won
Stewart and
back to back. What
Joe
about the
Carter.
Nasty Boys, bro? Come on, man. It's just Eddie Reyes, man. Chris Sabo,
Yeah,
bro.
you don't know nothing about the Nasty Boys.
Tom Browning. You know what I'm saying? Boy, Barry
Norm
Larkin.
Charlton.
You know what I'm saying? What was other dude's name? What was it? Not Hubie Brooks. I forget dude's name. Played for the Reds. I think he put third base.
Oh,
Third base.
Ellis Burks.
No, that was the Red
No, that
Sox.
was Boston.
Yeah, that's Red Sox. Third
Oh,
baseman for the
what the hell is
Reds.
that?
Lenny Harris. Lenny Harris.
Lenny Harris. Yeah,
Lenny
you're right.
Harris. It was Barry Larkin, Lenny Harris in the infield for the Reds.
Lenny Harris.
With Tom not Tom Browning. Tom who's their second baseman?
The
Remember
other
the Reds?
Tom.
The Red second baseman. Oh
I
man,
don't
I
know,
remember
man. I can't remember
he was
that.
like a slapper too, and you had Chris Sabo at first base.
Chris Sabo at third base. Unless he transferred
Chris
over.
Chris Chris Sabo play. Who did Chris Sabo play first base for them?
No,
Or maybe
he might have moved over after.
yeah, because it was a little bit of Lenny Harris at first base
It was
too.
Paul. Was it not Paul O'Neill? Was it Paul O'Neill played for the Reds too?
Oh my god! See, now I gotta look it up, bro. I ain't gonna rest.
Yeah.
Now
19 what year?
90
1990
Cincinnati
roster.
Reds.
Peep it
Dude,
out.
the names are gonna blow your head off right now. I'm telling you.
I'll
Watch how.
remember them once you tell me them.
Yep, that's all I'm trying to do is get these names. I love these names, bro. That's what I'm trying to get to. I'm trying to get to these names, bro. Oh, that's my guy, Todd Benzinger. That was the other guy.
That's right.
That was the other guy. And the second baseman, believe it or not, was Dodgers fan favorite, Mariano Duncan.
Ooh, Mariano Duncan. I wouldn't remember that one.
Dude, they won the World Series with, oh my God, they swept the World Series. They swept the A's that year in 90 with, I forgot about that. They swept Jose Canseco and Mark McGuire and Dave Stewart and all of those guys in that World Series.
Who was the other players on the roster?
Snap. All right, hold on.
Or not Gary. Terry Pendleton. No, that was wrong team. Wrong Red.
Are you talking about the Reds? Look,
yeah.
Eric Davis. Look at these names.
Eric Davis,
bro.
yeah.
Todd Benzinger, we talked about. Tom Browning, Norm Charlton, Eric Davis, Rob Dibble, Mariano Duncan, Billy Hatcher, Barry Larkin.
Billy Hatcher, baby.
Hal Morris, Paul O'Neill, a young Paul O'Neill.
Oh, it was Paul O'Neill. I said Paul O'Neill. Did you not say that?
Jose Rio, Chris Sabo. Come on, man. Oh, yeah. They had a squad, man. This is taking a whiz break. You know what I'm saying? For the give and take. But yeah, the 90 World Series was wild, bro.
Thirsty. I needed a drink.
The A's did not show up that year. The A's did not show up. You know who showed up? Who got his money for the A's? The only person you already know who it is. You know what I'm saying?
Carney Lansford.
Senior Ricardo, the greatest of all time to ever do it, Ricky Henderson. He batted 333 that World Series. And nobody else batted over 250. Oh, Carney Lansford batted 267. Okay. Now Willie Randolph also batted 267. But yeah,
Really running Randolph.
the A's did not show up. And then the very next year, you already know what happened. That's that Toronto Blue Jays in 1991, boy. Or no, that's that Twins in 1991. Toronto Blue Jays 1992. Jack Morris. You want to check out this squad, bro. Hey, look at this pitching lineup of Rick Aguilera, Steve Bedrosian. These are the other cats I was talking about. Steve Bedrosian, Jack Morris. Oh, Jack Morris was on this squad. Oh, no Frank Viola. Okay, so he must have been on the first squad. No Frank Viola. Kent Herbeck, Dan Gladden, Greg Gagne, Chili Davis. What a lineup. A young Paul Sorrento.
Paul Sorrento. It's one
A
of those
young,
first basemen.
who is that? Wow. Jack Morris going innings. Wow.
What year was this one?
Oh man, this is the team that I hated against 91 series, Twins, Braves. Oh, I hated this squad right here. Oh my God. Rafael
Braves, though?
Belliard, Jeff Blauser, Sid Bream, Francisco Cabrera, Ron Gant, Tom Glavine, Tommy Gregg, Dave Justice, Brian Hunter, Mark Lemke, Greg Olson, Terry Pendleton, Lonnie Smith. Oh, I hated these guys. I
That
hated
was
all
my
of these.
team. Was Dion on
Oh
that one?
man. No, he was Dion wasn't.
No, no Dion. That was my guy.
No,
That's my
not on the
guy.
series lineup this year. Yeah, and then they say the Braves came back in '92. Blue Jays was just way too powerful, bro. Yeah, Blue
Yeah,
Jays.
Bobby Cox. Bobby Cox took him to a few of them.
Blue Jays were way too powerful that year, bro. Man, a young David Cone on the mound and the protege John Olerud. Candy Maldonado. How in the world did they win a World Series with this team? With Mark Eichhorn.
Mark Eichel.
Dude, Kelly Gruber and Roberto Alomar won you a World Series, bro. And Ted Stottlemyre. And Jack Morris again. Wow. He went from the Twins to the Jays and won the titles. Yeah.
Yeah. They ain't messing around.
Well,
Back
anyway,
when baseball was full blown baseball, steal bases, sacrifice the runner over, not worry about the launch, quote unquote, angle.
that's right. Black Jack McDowell.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Tom Glavine, Steve Avery, and John Smoltz painting the corners.
Oh man.
Chicks dig the long ball.
You know about Mitch Williams. Wild
Wild
thing.
thing.
You know what I'm saying?
Philadelphia Phillies. One
Oh
hit
my
wonders.
God. Pete Incaviglia.
Yes, sir.
Well,
Go
shoot,
down that
man.
rabbit hole.
Hey, that's enough post game show for everybody, man. Enough to
Post
hear
game
us
with
rambling.
Sports Fix with Sticks and a nice big homie, baby. Yeah, they have to tune into the YouTube to see it. So if you made it all the way through the YouTube video. You got the after hours video. You got the after hours video, the post game report here, and just some bullshit and some nonsense because that's what we do best. So we appreciate y'all. Thanks for listening. Now, homie, we need to talk this weekend about next weekend. So good luck with the virtual reality tour down there tonight.
Mm.
You know, make sure they're in bed by 11 o'clock.
Yeah, I need to do some. What's that stuff that you put over the mouth? Chloroform. I need that.
Yeah, it probably won't fly.
Yeah, I need that. I need silence.
Good luck with that tonight, brother. All right, bro. Appreciate you. We'll talk.
Peace. Shout out to